I go where I wanna go. Jean!
Scott!
Jean?
Scott! I summon the Arctic winds!
No more mutants!
I summon the Arctic winds!
No more mutants!
I summon the Arctic winds!
No more mutants! There's always more gators in the bayou.
Don't get a
Welcome to this week's Solving for X. My name is Shawn, the ultimate excavationist.
And I'm something of an X fan myself, Kevin.
And we have an excellent, exciting, exuberant, exasperated at this point guest. Hi, Ryan Eorio. How are you today?
Hello. Thank you so much for that amazing introduction. I feel like that's like I feel like I should have my own comic with that, to be honest. Like
Right?
sensational Spider-Man or something. That's amazing. Thank you. Always a pleasure to be hanging out with you boys.
Yeah. I think you're like best friend of the pod now. Like you just friend of the pod.
I'm putting that on my resume.
Good, you should.
Good.
Maybe we'll get more listeners. No.
They come to our side.
Yeah.
Exactly. The dark side.
So Ryan and I have decided that we're long lost brothers because we are so similar in so many different ways. So it's getting
Very
creepy
much
at this
so.
point.
Especially when you were like, oh yeah, I'm rewatching Spider-Man right now. And I'm like, so am I. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then even
yeah.
when you were like, I'm redo Cloak and Dagger are my favorite. I'm like, of course they are. I love them as well.
Of course. Well, I'm sure you boys have heard by now, but just to completely cover it for our listeners, I have some news on Spider-Man for you. I'm so excited about this.
Oh my.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you boys heard, but apparently, and this is a spoiler, Ryan, for those of us who are rewatching Spider-Man and may not remember the ending like I do, not remember it.
I know where you're going.
Apparently, in the end of Spider-Man, the animated series, MJ was thrown
through the
off the
multiverse.
bridge by Green Goblin, much like Gwen Stacy. But instead of killing her, she's thrown into a portal. And then we got into this weird clone thing by Miles Warren where he clones her and she comes back. Long story short, by the end of season 5, Mary Jane still hadn't come back. The showrunner thought there was going to be a season 6 and there wasn't. So I guess for almost 30 years, there's been this unresolved ending of Spider-Man, which people are assuming that's the real MJ who was in X-Men. So that means he eventually saved her, or she saved herself because she's a strong woman.
Bo actually confirmed it. He said, he was
Really?
like, Peter found MJ.
That's so
Yeah.
cute. I love that.
Yeah. I was like, I love it. I'm like, also, it gives me a lot of hope for a Spider-Man reboot or I don't know,
Spider-Man
6th
98.
season. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I mean, I will say rewatching Spider-Man, it's not as exciting to me as rewatching X-Men. Like, X-Men's such a better show. But I mean, it's Spider-Man. I would not complain about getting a
It does have another amazing theme
adult-centered
song.
show. It
Yep,
does.
that is true. That is very true.
Radioactive
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
And the
graphics
For the early 90s, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
3D.
Yeah. With the buildings.
Yeah.
I am one episode shy of finishing season 3, which season 3 is a great season.
Which one is that again? Because I'm almost finished actually. Yeah, I'm entering
how dare you.
Clone Wars. Yeah.
Oh. Well,
No.
fuck my drag.
Never, Kennedy.
We're not brothers
never.
anymore.
You got to be the Phoenix. You're going to be the Phoenix. You'll be
Okay.
right.
It's because I've been catching up on We're Here also. So like I've been going in between.
I got it. I totally got it. I'm actually very behind on that. I think I've only seen season 2.
Wow.
Like up to season 2.
Well,
yeah,
I
know.
haven't seen anything. Just the trailer.
No. Well,
Bianca
let's
looks
talk real
amazing though in
quick.
this new season.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's talk last week's previously on real quick. So who do you think sent the X-Men through time? Tempo got absolutely 0 votes. I thought it'd be fun to throw her in there. Everybody said fuck Shawn's drag, and nobody voted for her. That's fine. I don't care. But even I didn't vote for her, so that's fine.
It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
I wanted my figure was hovering over it for a second. I'm not gonna lie,
Really?
being like, this would be kind of fun, but then I chose someone else.
Okay. So you continue to hurt me. Apocalypse got 5%, Roma got 10%, and the clear-cut winner, Rachel Summers, 86% of the votes. One thing I don't think I mentioned on last episode is in the comics, Rachel Summers is the one who pulls Scott and Jean through time as Mother is Danny.
So you have
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for our listeners who are comic book fans, they're like, duh, Shawn, we already know it happened in the comics.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So I wanted to start off. So this episode is centered around Assembled, the making of X-Men 97. Before we get into that and kind of talk about our highlights or what we liked about Assembled, I thought we'd go over our season and what we accomplished in the past, 10 weeks. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull up my spreadsheet.
Some factoids.
Wait,
and
is this? Are we going into a Jeopardy round again?
No, there's no Jeopardy.
Just some fun tidbits.
Just some fun tidbits.
All right, cool.
So we covered.
Did you see?
Go ahead.
Did you see that Bo confirmed Morph's love for Wolverine?
Yes, I forgot to bring that up.
Yeah,
I love
I
that.
had to bring that up. Yeah.
That
called
was like so touching.
Well, and one thing I talked about a lot at my friend Vicky's wedding this weekend is her friend Lewis is there, who's a huge comic book fan also. And he told me that a lot of people are complaining that Morph is lusting after Wolverine and this cartoon shouldn't have anyone lusting after anyone. And the first thing I said to him is, hasn't Wolverine been lusting after Jean for like 30 years?
Right.
And he's like, yeah, but nobody has a problem when it's a male to female, but if it's male or a them to a male, then there's a problem.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
All right. So this season we did X-Men 97, 1 and 2, To Me, My X-Men, and Mutant Liberation Begins. We had our other deep friend of the pod, Ryan Terry. I mean, Kevin and I have just thought about calling our podcast We Love Ryan's.
Ryan show.
Ryan's are us.
You get a Ryan. You get a Ryan.
You get a Ryan.
Yeah.
So
I'm
Kevin,
honored to be one
I,
of your Ryans.
Yes, we're honored to have you as one of our Ryans.
It's like your pod's angels. Ryan, your pod's Ryans, and so that you could be the Charlies.
There we go. I like that. So for these ones, Kevin and I both rated it Britishly Bitchin' Like Emma, top tier. And I used the X-Men 97 theme song for the song. All right, so next up, episode 3, Fire Made Flesh. We had illustrious Ryan Eorio come onto the pod. That's you.
Moi?
Quelle coincidence.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And Kevin, we both rated it top tier again, Britishly Bitchin' Like Emma. And because it was the introduction of the Goblin Queen, I used the song Goblins by Necrogoblicon. I saw the name of that band once, and I was like, obviously this is a band that I will love, and I do. They're ridiculous, and I love them.
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't that
Next
what
up,
one of the...
Globicon can go to Necronomicon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, wasn't that's what it was? Necrocomic-Con.
Necrocomic-Con. Yeah. Oh, Michelle.
Oh,
It's like, I remember that.
All right, and then next we put out a bonus. We put out X-Men 97 Comic Book 1, and we used the song Dazzler by Devin James, Felix the House Cat, and Ghetto Blaster, which was just a song I found at random. And it's about Dazzler.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. For episode 4, Motendo, Life Death Part 1, Kevin, you gave it Britishly Bitchin' like Emma. I gave it pretty cool like Iceman. I was like, it could have been better, even though it was really good.
Yeah, that was when I remember I was on the fence with, so.
Yeah.
I do remember that, but I know exactly what you mean, though. They just gave us 3 amazing shows, and this was still really good and had awesome call-outs and stuff like that, but it would, I would agree with your Iceman.
Yeah. I tried just to not give every episode top tier because, I mean, we're excited for this show. It's an amazing show, but it can't all be perfect. There's got to be some bad stuff, right?
For sure.
All right. For this one, we used Character Select from X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I was actually looking for the X-Men like Konami like arcade game, but they didn't have that on Insta, so I settled for that. Yeah.
Years.
Next up, we did X-Men 97 Comic 2, and I used one of my favorite bands. I used the song Rats from Ghost, and I used Rats because I was thinking of the like the rats coming in
rats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ghost. They're my Scooby-Doo band. I call them my Scooby-Doo band.
Really? Because they're like oldie sounding?
They just sound like something. They sound like Scooby-Doo to me.
I love that.
Yeah.
And
the pits. Yeah.
Yep. And then Kevin did something amazing for our podcast. He was able to get us a guest for episode 5. Remember it?
Oh, yes.
He brought on Guy Agostini, who does Sunspot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told Shawn, I think he did our podcast without permission.
Yeah.
because I asked other people and they're all like, oh yeah, you need to talk to my publicist and everything. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. I never did because I was too busy. But he just said, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm like, cool. So he probably didn't get permission and did it anyway.
Yeah. Which is great.
But it was so cute. Yeah.
Well, and I'm going to admit this to our sexy Xy's. We didn't really talk about this, but we actually did have Lenore Zan booked for the show, probably this episode, but she did have to pull out last second. It hopefully is not a no forever. Hopefully it's a no for just now, but luckily we were able to, Kevin secured Guy for us instead, which was equally as wonderful.
Amazing. That's so awesome that you got. Yeah.
And for that one, I used the song This War Is Ours by Escape the Fate, who I used to listen to so much. Oh, and we both gave it Britishly Bitchin' like Emma. That was like, that was the episode.
Yeah. Right. From the pinnacle to the pit. There you go.
Yep. Ghost! I've used them so many times on our show. Next, also thanks to Kevin, we did a bonus where we interviewed the Leewalds. For that one, I used the song Love Today by Mika. And I used that because I was so like, these people are so full of love. Like, I don't know how anybody could talk to them and not just feel like pumped up and loved and seen and heard. Like, they, to me, were some of the most amazing people. I really love the Leewalds.
Absolutely. Just so genuine and it just so feel good. Like they could be your parents, you know?
Yes. I would want, you want that. Seriously. When I met them at a con, I have the book that you guys would talk about from the original series, and I was like, oh, I need to remember to bring this. I completely forgot to. And I told them, I'm like, I have the book at home, but I'm going to rebuy it because I want you guys to buy this one or sign this one. And
sign this one.
She kept on trying to convince me to not buy it. She's like, no, we'll just sign this like amazing piece of paper for you to put in there. Like, don't do it. Like, I'm like, no, I'm doing this now. Like, and it was just so awesome. And she was trying to talk me out of it. I was like shaking when I first spoke to her, and she was like, it's okay, and like grabbed my hand. I'm like, you're so awesome. Both of them, that was amazing. I completely agree.
Yeah. Well, and I love how humble they are too. Like, I remember I posted something about, look at the care the creators of X-Men 92 put into the show, blah, blah, blah. And we got a message from Eric saying that was Larry Houston. Like, he wanted to make sure that I knew that Larry Houston is the one who did this thing. So that was pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And Kevin had a wonderful idea for the episode. I'm just showering praise on you like it's semen. Kevin said, well, the Leewalds have done so many podcasts. How do we stand out? So he's like, we should do a game. So that's why we came up with our little trivia / quotes game. So I think it was very successful. I love our clips. We've gotten a lot of praise for that episode. So good thinking,
I think we made it very unique for sure. So cool.
Yeah.
Definitely. It was amazing. And what you got them to do too.
Yeah. I loved Eric's impression of Rogue. I think that was my favorite.
Yeah, I know.
It's
he
true.
just went
When we
full
were
for it.
But watching the making of, as soon as he popped up on, it wasn't like the me thinking of them signing my book. It was him doing Rogue, to be honest.
Yeah. Yes, it worked. Sugar.
Exactly.
So great.
Thank you, solving for us.
They sent Colossus. He was doing Colossus too, which was fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gave me the longest quote ever for Colossus. I was like, really, girl, really?
Yeah.
I low-key hate you. It's okay.
I picked an episode at random that I knew he was in. I'm like, let me find a good quote. Oh, here he is at the end. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I was actually like really impressed with my Colossus though. I thought I was on point until the end when I went off the rails a little bit.
How can you not with that accent?
Yeah. All right. Next up, we had Life Death Part 2, where I finally got to meet the beautiful Michelle Waffle. That was a moment for me because we had talked about her for so long and I never had a chance to meet her. And she was so fun.
Oh, you didn't see her at the con? Oh, you probably because you weren't there that day on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this one's funny because this time you gave it pretty cool like Iceman. I gave it Britishly Bitchin' like Emma. So we always kind of flop it.
Yeah, I know.
And this one is when we use Necrocomicon by Teenage Bottle Rocket because of Michelle.
Yes.
Still can't wait to buy my tickets for that.
Yeah, right? Episode 7, Bright Eyes. You gave it a Britishly Bitchin' like Emma. I gave it pretty cool like Iceman. And we use Purple People Eater as the song for obvious reasons.
Sarah, Bright Eyes, Brown Eyes, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
I always think of the ragtime song.
Aw. Tolerance is Extinction Part 1. We both gave it top marks, Britishly Bitchin' like Emma. Oh, how weird. I use Ghost like you do Disturbed on your podcast. Ghost, 20s. All right. And then Tolerance is Extinction Part 2. We had Chris Hall come on. And because we made the joke about Sinister, we used the song Sister Sister by FYUTCH. And that one got top marks from both of us. Britishly Bitchin' like Emma.
Yeah.
All right. Lastly, Tolerance is Extinction Part 3. That one was just you and me. We both gave it a pretty cool like Iceman. And because it was a whole like Planet Smasher space episode, I used Planetary Go by My Chemical Romance. A very underrated song. I love that song.
I love a good little My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So thank you for going down memory lane with me. I just wanted to show Kevin, hey, I can keep track of songs and ratings too, just like you can. So there.
Yeah, it's very much. I felt like Words of the Witches was here. I was like, oh, cool. I inspire
I
so
learned
many
from the
things.
best.
Oh.
Yes. All right, so I figured we could just talk. Let's just talk. How do we feel about Assembled? Maybe we can just go around and talk about like things that stuck out to you. I'll start off by saying like I feel like a lot of this wasn't new information because if you are really into this show, you've already heard kind of the Lee Waltz
These
talk about some of
stories.
this stuff, and
Yeah.
you already know Larry Houston is the
Yeah.
cameo guy. But what else do you want to talk about from the special?
I did appreciate all of the pictures of them in their youth, which was super fun to
Yes.
see. Like, look at young Lenore
With her
and,
long
like, all these young.
hair.
It was so cute, and all these like Busa was his face, George Busa, and his like acting credits, his stage performances. Like, oh, look at these pictures. So I enjoyed those. I thought it was interesting and sad that there's no mention or appearance of Bo at all. That was unfortunate.
That was my number one thing, or that was my
Yeah.
number two. Like literally, where is Bo?
Yeah, dancing around the subject, like because Luna was like, "I love these scripts, but who wrote those scripts?"
Yeah.
Like,
They could have at least had him like chime in remotely. Like if the rumors are true that he was let go because he's hard to work with, like you don't have to work with anyone remotely. Like let the man
just
like talk about his vision.
at least give credit. Like just you could mention him, but they didn't even. They danced around it. I didn't like that.
So
I agree.
would you say that he got prude from X-Men 97? Shannon Doherty?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Even worse because Shannon Prue was mentioned all the time after she left. She was still mentioned.
That's true. About Prue.
So.
I did find it funny when Lenore was saying that she didn't even want to do the show. She didn't care to do the show. She is the star of the show now. Everybody loves Rogue. And she was like, nah, I'm not interested. And then she went in for the second round and they picked up right away because she's perfect. She is Rogue.
Yeah. I've heard that story before. I think on Power of X-Men she told that story. I'm like, oh yeah, cute. I remember.
Oh, cute.
Love that. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually shocked because I've never actually IMDb'd the old series, and I'm shocked that I've never done that. And I was very shocked at how Mr. Sinister looked. I did not expect him to look that way.
Oh,
yeah,
the old guy. Yeah,
I was not expecting that at all.
yeah.
But yeah, he does a great job.
It's like Robert Axelrod, who did Lord Zed. Just this tiny little old guy. I mean, R.I.P. He's passed now, but I've met him, and was super. Because he was doing the voice of Finster in Power Rangers, and he's like, "Let me try for Lord Zed," and they didn't. He had to do it a bunch of times. They had to call him back, and he's like, "No, I can do it." And yeah, so he's Finster and Lord Zed.
That is so cool. I love that.
that is cool. Did you know?
The more you know.
I read that nobody is taking credit for Lord Zed's design because it's so dark for a kid show that nobody wants to fess up to it.
That's funny.
But there is also one of the albums from Iron Maiden. The character looks just like Lord Zed, so they're pretty sure that somebody who was an Iron Maiden fan used that cover to make Lord Zed, because it's very similar with the exposed muscle and the metal stuff like that. Yeah, the more you know.
The more you know.
Yeah. I guess we didn't talk about on the show ever. I don't know why we never brought it up, but Chris Potter, who originally did the voice of Gambit, voiced Cable.
That blew my mind when I read it at first. When it popped up on my phone.
That's so crazy. I feel like we always talked about it, but maybe we never did. I'm just on my mind.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. Do you guys feel like the new Cable? I've been wanting to ask people this. Do you guys feel like the new Cable sounds very Josh Brolin?
I can see that.
Yeah.
It's whenever I hear it, I hear more Josh Brolin than the old animated Cable.
Well,
I
because
wonder
like
if they did
the
that on
old animated
purpose.
cable, the old animated cable sounded like Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah.
And so now, and maybe he's thinking about Josh Brolin's performance in the movie. So like, I'm going to do some of that. I don't know.
And I mean, it sounds perfect. To be honest, I
Yeah,
love
it's
how it
good.
sounds. So I was like, I like it a lot, and I was like, well, I need to ask the guys this.
It was kind of cute because he thanked me for mentioning him last time. The M boy wrote in again, and he was funny because he's like, "Wait a minute, Cable's in Deadpool 2 as well? I never realized that." I'm like, "Oh girl."
Oh.
But
You
I
need to
And
mean,
listen
boy,
to
you're
this
gonna learn
podcast.
some things today.
Enlighten you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's cute because not everybody is super into X-Men, so you don't like pick up on that stuff unless you're watching it all at once or obsessive, like some of us on this call.
If you want to know who the daughter is, let us know, M boy. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was another thing. He asked me about Rachel Summers, and I basically was like, "Oof, that's complicated." But I think I did a good job of explaining.
You did. I mean,
she's
that was
from
really
a
helpful for me
dystopian
too.
future. Oh, you didn't know either?
Well, I know some of it, but like just having it broken down like that was like, oh yes, it's nice to have it all laid out.
But then
Okay,
like her
good.
future and stuff that we know about, or
Yeah.
I don't know, alternate her universe or her you. I don't know. Yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, Kevin and I share the Solving for X account, so we can both see your messages. And sometimes you may get Kevin, and sometimes you'll get me.
We can both respond, and you don't know who it is. Sometimes I'll be like, "This is Kevin talking now." So yeah.
Yeah. I really loved how much camaraderie there was between these voice actors, like hearing that they weren't allowed to record together because they were too rambunctious.
Yeah.
That's so cute and so fun, and no wonder
They
why
can
the show
separate
works
you.
so well. Yeah.
Yes.
Then they come in like high five on the way out. Go get him. Like.
I love when also the voice of, I forget what his name is, but the voice of Nightcrawler, he was like, and when I stepped into the studio and I saw Cal transform, like when you thought that this is just like, you just say your lines into a mic. That's all you do. But no, you see these people like actually like transform into people. I thought that was really cool. And I was like, yep, that sounds exactly how it should be actually, with how well he does
I think it's what happens. Like it's when you play as a kid, you play, and if you're getting into the character, it does kind of come over you in other ways, in your body language and your face. So if you're really committed to the acting, I think it's just natural.
Yeah, I found even just doing the narrator for Charm the Musical, I found myself like gesturing and doing all this stuff. And I wasn't even a character. I was just a narrator.
No, you were a hit. You were amazing. I told you, the Cassie who plays Phoebe, she laughed every single time you said "man." I'm like, oh, it's a joke we do in our podcast. But she's like,
that's cute. I love that.
Yeah.
One of the things that I got a kick out of in Assembled is how many times Allison Seeley Smith told us that she was in Shakespeare.
I was in Shakespeare,
I was doing Shakespeare, at the time. It was Shakespeare I was in because I was doing Shakespeare.
I know that there were at least 2 to 3.
Because the play that I'm doing right now, there's a character named Masha who's supposed to be this world famous actress. She's like a movie star in like horror movies, but she's like, oh, I did all these: Shakespeare, Chekhov, Moliere, whatever. So it's very much that kind of vibe, and it was funny.
Nice.
And you know what happened? She probably only said it one time, and then they just put it in there like 15 times. They're like,
don't forget.
Wait, this sounds perfect. How she says it, we got to use it.
Yep. And what's funny is I know all of us are big RuPaul's Drag Race fans. I think over time we found out RuPaul's Drag Race does that, so we catch on to these tricks that these shows use. Because there was the one with Jiggly Caliente when they made the boats, and Jiggly said that's Saint-Tropez. Apparently, Willem said she said it like one time, and they kept cutting it in over and over just to make her look dumber.
See,
They did that
It's so
apparently for the
crazy.
Max exit too. Like Max did not look as
Yeah.
crazy
Yes.
as she was put out to be that episode.
Like
Yeah,
edited.
when she
We
took
need
her-
drama.
Yeah, when she
Yeah.
took her like thing off and all that stuff, and then started singing. Apparently, Rue asked her to sing, and they just made it seem like she just started singing out of nowhere with her corset off.
Yeah, that show does people dirty.
Yeah.
But it's good TV, you know. They sign up for
Yeah.
that. They basically
Yeah.
give their souls. They sign
At
their
least,
souls to
at
Rue.
least it's known now. You know, they're trying to. You can't fool anyone, but
Yeah, you can't blame the edit, as Rue says, but you can.
yeah.
You can.
Did you guys notice when I was watching Assembled? I was like, what's going on with professors? The guy that voices professors.
Or the nose, the
No,
Band-Aid.
yes, I was like,
Yeah.
I turned to Mike and I was like, he got in a bar fight.
Something happened.
I was like, that's
did not
total
notice
Xavier.
that.
He would totally get into a bar fight.
He would.
Yeah.
It really blew my mind
Oh.
whenever
Yeah.
Cal Dodd would do Wolverine's voice. Like, I can't picture that voice coming out of him. Like, it's so crazy. It looks like somebody's doing Wolverine's voice and he's lip syncing to it.
Yeah.
Did you guys experience that too?
I loved it, kind of, because I loved it every time that he would just talk regularly. But then when he went into the Wolverine voice, you would see like his upper lip got like curled up like that. You know, and he would like just grit his teeth the entire time that he was doing it. And I was like, once he started doing that, I was like, all right, I like it. I'm into it.
Yeah.
And
it
I
seems
don't
fun.
I don't know why. Yeah, it didn't phase me. Maybe because I knew what all these people looked like already. I'm just like, I know he doesn't. Like,
Yeah, I've seen all these actors many a time. I just haven't seen them actually doing the voice.
do
And I
it.
don't know
Do the
why
voice
out of all of them, he just like, I don't know, the biggest transformation to me, I guess. I just didn't picture that voice coming from there.
George Busa, he kind of looks like Beast already to me. You know, I can
Yeah.
see Beast.
I loved his airport story, like his airport story when he was like, I was having issues, and he's like, and then as soon as I said I was Beast, and then the guy just started singing.
Like, it's me. Oh, how cool.
Yeah. I mean, if I was that, I'd be like, he can go. He's saved the world a few times. Let's let him go.
Exactly.
Yep. It's funny that this show that almost didn't happen, that was only given 13 episodes. It's funny hearing like Chris Potter talking about, I was training in Kung Fu 12 hours a day with David Carradine. And on my lunch, I would just do some Gambit voice. I was like, what? What the hell? What is going on?
Who was also in Charmed. There you go. Connection.
There you go.
Who was he in Charmed? Oh, wait, you
Tempest.
guys mentioned this. I remember this in a episode.
Not Tempo, but he was Tempest.
Tempo was here.
Yeah.
She's been here she was here a while. for a few
ever
episodes.
since X-Men, the first movie.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah. I also just enjoyed hearing like Chase Conley and Emmy Enamura, I think her name was, the directors, and Brad Windebaum, who is also like the showrunner, just talking about how much care they put into the show, like how they really looked for someone like Ray Chase to emulate Scott's original voice, how like they wanted to make it as 2D as possible to match the 90s, but the big moments they put in 3D. Like, you don't think about all this stuff, but it's crazy.
I got choked up a little bit when Ray Chase was talking about Norm.
You could tell that he was getting choked up. He was getting choked up in his like voice when he was like, this is like an homage to him. Like, you know, this is an honor of him. I was like, oh, God, that was so awesome when he was that passionate
like
for Norm.
Imagined, how he imagined how he'd love to see his friends and be. I'm like, oh, my heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Because that's a good point. If he had lasted just a few more years, he could have immortalized his voice once more. But unfortunate.
And I love that they had him like you can do better. Like when he had his first edition, he's like, yeah, you got it in you. Work a little harder. Like you care about it or whatever.
Yeah. So I read something just today. I'm not putting a whole lot of faith in it because it was just somebody's prediction, I think.
Mhm.
But they were predicting, I want to see what you guys think, that we could get X-Men 97 season 2 before this year is over because it's basically already done. Season 1 was pushed back and they're already working on season 3. So do you think we'll see it before the end of the year?
It's so hard to say. I mean, it could happen, or it could be delayed again. I don't.
To be honest, you know what I could see them doing, which would be amazing. Because my hope for season 2 is that they stop releasing it on Wednesday and start releasing it Saturday mornings.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
Because like I thought that would be like an amazing thing. You know, like it's released at 10:30 every Saturday morning. You know, I don't know, like another show that we
yeah,
might have
be
watched
just like
or
when we
something.
were
Yeah.
kids.
And I don't know if
One
they're going to
Saturday
redo.
morning.
Oh my god! I discussed Pepper Ann actually this week.
Oh, Pepper Rad. What's her name? She's so cool. Yeah.
Oh my god! Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for remembering that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that, I would love for them to do that. But I also would love for them to also do what it originally did. You know, like it released 2 episodes on a Friday. Like, you know, that's how it premiered. Or was it a Friday? Because didn't Night in the Sentinel and the other one premiere like actually prime time?
Yeah, it was at night. I want to say it was around Thanksgiving.
Halloween.
Oh, Halloween?
Yes.
Halloween.
Yes, because
Okay.
then everyone had to wait for the next episode until the new year.
Yeah, January.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Exactly. So maybe, you know how sometimes Disney Plus does that where they're like out of nowhere be like, Merry Christmas, this is what we're giving you. Maybe we'll get the trailer. I don't know. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think that we will get what's it called this season. I think that they're going to hold off, especially since this is kind of their new golden goose. You know what I mean? The golden egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't want to shoot their whole load over the window all at once, Kevin.
Then they're done that.
While crying. When I asked Ryan if he would do this episode with us, he was like, "We're not going to have to sit and jerk off on a window, are we?"
I'm pretty sure I said the same thing to Kevin.
Yeah, you did. It was fun. Yeah.
Also, for the new voice of Magneto, I've heard that he's an amazing guy. He's also a farmer, apparently.
What?
And he has, he has a bunch of chickens.
Chickens.
And this is not a joke, especially being on this podcast. But he also has a giant rooster.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a giant.
Yeah, I know
cock.
where you're going. I know where you're.
Well, I feel like if I didn't say it, you'd be like, "What's wrong with Shawn?"
Someone take his temperature. Call Alan. Have his temperature taken.
Yeah.
When I was at WonderCon, Dylan came and he said that Matthew invited me to his house. He invited me to his house to see his rooster. I was like, okay. Hope your wife doesn't get mad at me. Yeah.
Oh, Dylan would say something. Dylan would totally say that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So this is actually very fitting because today there's just some news. Did you guys hear that Marvel has casted a writer for the new X-Men movie for the MCU?
Oh, I did not.
Who's the gentleman again?
So his name is Michael Leslie, and he is most known for just doing Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbird and Snake.
Yes. I do remember
Okay.
seeing or reading that.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
So, it is. And it's exciting that the show has done so freaking amazing. It even surpassed Marvel's expectations that they're
Yeah.
like, guys, we need to just put them in the MCU already. Like, what are we doing?
Oh, what are we doing?
Yes.
Like, haven't you learned by now? Haven't you learned from the 90s show how popular this is?
Yeah.
If you think about it, this year has been mainly focused on the X-Men with Marvel. X-Men 97, Wolverine or Deadpool and Wolverine. You know, or what did I just do? I screwed it up because Wolverine's the more important one at this time. You know?
That's a good point. Yeah. And
Dude, this is-
apparently, we didn't talk about this. Apparently, there's one character that Bo could not use in X-Men 97.
Yeah,
And that's Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, everybody wants Deadpool to be in the show.
yeah.
He was in 90. He was in the animated series for it morphed
Yeah.
transformed into him for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you mentioned this last time, and I wanted to bring, or on last pod, and I wanted to bring it up, the Banshee thing. Like maybe Banshee coming back.
Oh.
If you remember when Gambit was in, I think it was Blood of Apocalypse, or when Gambit became Death. One of the others was Polaris, and Polaris, if you look on that board in Forge's
Yeah.
in the X Mansion, Havoc's there, but Polaris is not.
That's true.
So
Huh.
I think
Ooh.
that might be another Horseman.
That would be interesting because, we'd get to see
She was
a
Pestilence, right? I
more
believe.
personal, Pestilence. And we get to see a more personal Magneto story because that's your daughter.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
Apocalypse got your daughter.
Yeah, he'll
Oh,
be
that brings
teeter-tottering
back-
once again.
Yeah,
Good-
and that
between
brings
good and
back
evil.
our thoughts on X-Men Apocalypse. Remember, we were like, why did they choose Storm to be a horseman?
I know.
Like, use Polaris. Stop it.
Fix
There's so
it.
many other good ones. Yes.
Yeah. I heard another rumor today. Again, this isn't from any official source or anything, but it said that the script that they're making for MCU is not going to focus on like Cyclops, Jean, Wolverine, like the big name X-Men. They want to do like some of the lesser known characters. What do we think about that?
I mean, like,
Yeah, I want to know these lesser known characters. It's not going to
Yeah.
be like it's like soft serve or something, right? Like
yeah.
Forget me not. No.
Hit the rejects. Come on.
I
I
mean,
mean,
if they
it's
do
always
some-
nice to have more variety, but it's also like you still need some staples in there for it to be an X-Men movie.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I feel like we need at least one or two of the staples, and if they're like
Yeah.
teaching other classes or something, you know, like I don't know, like if it's
Mhm.
Scott and Jean helping out Vulcan, Sway, Darwin, and Pewter, sure, that's actually kind of cool and a little
Yeah.
comic accurate.
Cool.
Yeah. That was my thought. Maybe putting the characters we know as teachers, but have the action like focus on the students. But I'm
That'd be
still
awesome if they made a cartoon about that and you guys did a review about it.
I mean, 'cause-
yeah.
I mean, isn't that what we did? They did with First Class. Isn't that what they did with New Mutants? Isn't like?
Or no, what's it called? X-Men
True.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We don't
You
talk
know?
about that.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
we-
reading.
you didn't let me
we will
finish
be
yet.
soon.
That was my foreshadowing, guys. No.
Yeah, and I still really like the idea of just straight up casting live action for the characters from X-Men 97, X-Men 92. So that way everything from the cartoon is now MCU canon, and then we can just move forward with new stories. If you want to learn more about the old stories, go watch the cartoon.
Right.
I love the idea of Kiki Palmer as Rogue.
Yeah.
Like I know that people keep on throwing that around, and I fucking love it. I think that'd be so awesome.
So I don't think I talked about this. No, I didn't. I was kind of a naysayer to Kiki as Rogue, and not because she's black. I don't give a shit about that. It was more so because I didn't know she could like uphold like the beauty and mannerisms of Rogue. But then, because I mostly know her as Nope, let me just say that. I mostly know Kiki Palmer from Nope, where she's kind of a trash panda. But then when Kiki Palmer was on RuPaul's Drag Race, she looked so gorgeous and she was so like put together and with everything she said and so fun and funny. I was like, I am 100% on board for Kiki as Rogue now. Like, I just had to see that.
But can I ask you something though? I know that you said Nope was like that's all that you knew Kiki from, and like she's kind of a farm girl, trash. She doesn't have the best attitude and stuff like that. But what was Rogue when she was on the Brotherhood?
True. That's very true. So she would make a good Rogue.
Yeah,
from the
she would make a great Rogue. Yeah, that's because to be honest, when I saw her in Nope, because they've always talked about her like there's always been like the animations AIs of her like as Rogue and stuff like that, but I wasn't in for it until Nope, and I was like, no, she can do this. She's actually. I just wanted her to be a good actor. I didn't really know her that much unless the Nickelodeon stuff that she would do and stuff like that. Or I guess I take that back. I saw her in Hustlers, but again, that was Hustlers, so it was good to see her actually really acting. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see Hustlers. Mm-hmm. I saw her in something else too that somebody brought up, but I forget what that was. I just didn't always know it was her. I didn't really notice her as much until Nope, I guess.
She was good.
I have to see that movie. I haven't seen anything.
Oh my God, Kevin!
I know.
It'll keep you on the edge of your seat.
There is a part in Nope that it's weird. It's like scarred me for life. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because it will ruin the premise of the movie. But there's a part where people are screaming because something's happening. And hearing that scream just really like shook me to the core. And now when I hear anything that even sounds like that scream, I can't. I'll tell you later, Ryan. I'll tell you later.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I'm scared now.
Yeah, the rodeo and what happens to the rodeo people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had like a fear of that, of what is happening to them. So yeah,
that's
stuck with me.
Yeah, it's a normal fear.
Yep. All right, but moving on. Hey,
check it out, Kevin. You're gonna love
it. Skinned Alive over here or something like that. All right.
Did anything else? That was kind of all that I had from the special. Again, assembled the making of X-Men '97. Was there anything else that stuck out to either of you?
Everybody's singing the theme song at the end. That was
yes.
Really cool.
That was my absolute favorite. I hope that they.
Yeah.
I really hope that we actually get like a film score of the entire season because I just love all the background music, like Storm's new theme song. How many like emotionally turned times they've manipulated the theme song to be their background music. Mm-hmm. Like it was just so amazing. And then I want the last song on the film score to be that, to be the old actors redoing doing the intro.
Speaking of Storm and the old actors, did you know Alison Seeley Smith did Shakespeare? Did you know she's on Shakespeare? She was doing Shakespeare.
She's a queen. She can do queen.
Right. I can too, but I don't think they're looking for that kind of queen.
Oh, you better serve, mama. No, I also I did like how we said before, like at the very beginning, just hearing everyone talk and how passionate they were about the original and why they wanted to do this. And when Disney Plus first started happening, this was the first words that came out of that animator's mouth. It's like, let's redo this. It was just, I felt exactly how it was like talking with you guys the first time, like, oh my gosh, I found my people, like these are like, I love these guys. These are so cool. I just felt that way about them too. And that's why I was like, I'm so happy that the show is in their hands, and because they're doing such a great job, they might need to rehire some people, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like 2024 for Marvel right now is turning into justice for the little guy, because Fox didn't want X-Men 92 and Fox didn't want the Deadpool movie, and now those are the things holding up the MCU. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you, bigwigs who don't know what we want or what we need. Like, we're
Yeah.
showing you now. This is it.
You're always so out of touch. You don't know anything.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you look at the comics right now, there's like, I think there might be 2 or 3 Avengers comics out right now. You know, like, but there's just being released. I think that how many comics are coming out right now are like 7 to 8 are X-Men.
Yeah.
You know, like there's quite a few solos, but I mean, there's 4 teams coming out, and then like I think 4 solo books within just like the next 4 months. So it's like everything is
true.
X-Men related. That's what they're pushing down everyone's throat, and I am welcoming it.
Yeah, I love things being pushed down my throat. Like, you can push anything down my throat. I will suck it up.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Hit you up like a ball.
Yes, please. No.
So you brought to our attention, Ryan, the possibility of Generation X. So are you still on board for that?
Yes. Well, because when he didn't just speak about Jubilee in that tweet, Bo, when he said it, he was like, yeah, you know, like I love actually my favorite, because someone was like, oh, she shouldn't have her vampire this early. And he was like, I just felt like it was appropriate for where she's going right now. And the mood of the series, that this was the better one. My favorite actual uniform of hers is Generation X, but Jubilee and nor are Emma there just yet. So I really feel like now that Emma is Diamond, now that something has bad happened and she was rescued by the X-Men, I feel like this is going to be her X-Men 97 way of becoming a good person. Yeah, you know, like joining the team and stuff like that. So I could see that. I'm fingers crossed. That's what I really want. I really, really want that to happen. And also, I'd love to. If you also think about it, though, too, who is one person that started off in Generation X but never came out of the Phalanx comics? Who's
Blink?
also related, said to be an heir of Apocalypse. It's Blink.
Oh, yeah.
Blink was said to be an heir of Apocalypse. Next season is going to be mainly focused on Apocalypse. She was one of the first original members that never made it out of the Phalanx. Why can't I think of Phalanx? Is it Phalanx Complex? What's
Covenant?
The Phalanx Covenant? Yeah.
Covenant.
Phalanx Covenant.
And it's pronounced Phalanx.
No.
Is this one of those symbiotes and symbiotes?
Yeah. No, all the stupid things I said as a kid. It wasn't sync, it was cinch. It wasn't phalanx, it was phalanx. What else did I say? I don't remember.
Shawn, I'm right there with you. I had quite a few of those as well.
Oh yeah, and Kevin,
love
instead
Blink,
of
though.
Rain, he said Rane. Rane?
Yes. What did I say? Ronnie Sinclair. Yeah.
Yeah, Rane
Ronnie.
Sinclair.
People did call her Ronnie, though, in the comics for a little bit, but that did not stick. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm. I want to say it was like during her, when she was dating Josh Foley. We don't talk about those times.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. When she was dating the 12-year-old or something.
Yeah.
Elixir.
Speaking of next season, like, where do you think we're going with Apocalypse?
I think that he's going to get his 4 new horsemen. Yeah. But I don't know, maybe depending on what they're going to do in the past is probably going to affect the future. So I don't know if they're going to change El Sabanor's mind to change the future that Apocalypse is going to be doing, but kind of hope now because it seems like we're going to get Gambit back if he stays evil. So let's keep it that way for a little bit.
I know I said it last week, but you've heard it here first. I think Apocalypse has come back through Archangel. I think that's why Archangel's missing.
Oh.
So when Archangel died, Apocalypse was resurrected from that? When Archangel
Well, I
died
think they're
from...
gonna. Wait, did Archangel die?
He was at the... I mean, I don't know if he could have been killed by the Sentinel Blast that kind of destroyed a lot of other people, but he was in that room. You can actually see him in one photo where he's actually, like, right before a blast, you see his wings and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember seeing him there, but yeah.
I don't know. He also is a horseman of Apocalypse, so he's kind of almost
he's got a
invulnerable.
vendetta too. So he's like on the hunt for him.
Maybe. I don't know. I still think Apocalypse came back somehow. Last we saw him, he had to have a vessel to come back through. He was going to use Jubilee. Then he was going to use Fabian, and that's kind of where we left off. But I don't know. Why has he been...
I wanted to bring up too, because we had the whole time stream thing. Kang had that appearance, so is he involved?
Oh, that's true.
I love... I'm on the episode that we brought Kang back up, and that was mentioned for maybe 45 episodes.
You're right. Like, hey, did you see
I really
Kang?
dragged that out.
Yeah. And we forgot to mention him at the end because I'm like, he's kind of, I think he's going to be a key player in whatever happens next.
Look at how many other people. I mean, they're already using Doom, Baron Zemo, Thunderbolt Ross. Kang is not off the chart, and let's hope it's a better or the more modern version that they use. But I don't know. Maybe that's why he looked that way in the 90s.
Yeah.
Maybe he's somewhere between timelines. You know, maybe he's all around.
That's true.
If he comes back as that motherfucker from Ant-Man, I'm going to be pissed off.
Well, there are rumors about that too. Apparently, people are saying Giancarlo Esposito was approached to play an older Kang and take over for what's his face from Ant-Man.
So that's... Oh, I kind of wanted him to be Xavier, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he would have made a good Xavier.
He would have made a great Xavier, yeah.
But he's black. Xavier's white. You can't have a black man. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, someone kept on being like, they're going to make Magneto black. And I'm like, they cannot... I'm sorry, but that man is already going... He was... In the comics, he went through the Holocaust. You can't make him go through the Holocaust and then have him to go through racism as well. Like, you know, like you can't...
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Leave that man alone. Like, he's not through enough already.
Well, the only
unless that rewrites history, unless you do that instead of the Holocaust.
That's what I was going to say, because the Holocaust is so far in the past now. It would make more sense that Magneto wasn't in the Holocaust, because in the comics, like he's too old to have been at the Holocaust.
Sure,
like he shouldn't be alive. So switching out the Holocaust for like him being black and going through like the 60s, that would make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, not both of them. Do one or the other, but not both.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I was like, just let him be.
Yeah.
He's already lost like all of his kids except the crazy one. All right.
Well, they're also making him gay and a drag queen just to really put him through it.
Yeah.
And he's living in Florida.
Dan is coming back. I love it.
Magneto.
Love what you did with your hair.
This is a lover's quarrel. We don't want to get in between.
Oh, I love Richie Magneto.
Oh my God, he's the best. The way he would even like swing his cape too. You're like, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Can we talk about though also how amazing that team would be that is on Forge's board?
Yeah.
Like Havoc, Iceman,
Emma.
Yeah, Emma, Psylocke, Dust, like
Magic,
yes,
Colossus.
Magic, Colossus. I'm right there. I don't even need to name. And then also you would get Bishop and Forge. Like
Yeah.
also, if Bishop's back, who's to say that Shard is not back?
True. I fully expect for that to be the new team. There's no way they happen to put 8 people on a
and Kitty
board
Pryde.
and Kitty, yeah.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah. Did you see that Shawn Ashmore said he would love to come back to voice Iceman
Oh, that would be
in
great.
'97?
I would love that, but he needs to suck a dick first.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want him to be queer. Yeah. Sorry. I want Iceman to be voiced by a queer actor. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. He should be.
Yeah.
Like representation.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe Shawn has, but I don't know. Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, this was fun to talk about. Was there anything else you boys wanted to bring up before we start to close out?
I actually wanted to ask you guys a question, if that's okay.
Oh, what? Me? Us? Ooh.
Yes.
Aw.
I thought that it would be fun to close out actually with me asking you guys a question. What was your favorite part of recording this season? Let's start with Kevin.
Oh my gosh. The favoritist part. I feel like it's either Guy or the Leewalds, somewhere in there. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Leewalds. Those impressions were just super fun and iconic and memorable, and it goes to show their character as well as the heart, and that's my favorite.
Awesome. I love that. It was pretty cool. Shawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also going to say the Leewalds just because they've quickly become heroes to me. Like, it's funny because before, I think it was 2022 that we started this podcast, that's when I first really saw them at WonderCon. And before that, I didn't really know all the background of X-Men 92. I knew certain things. I knew the cameos were snuck in. I knew stuff like that. But seeing them talk, seeing the passion they have, knowing that they hate Trump, they love queer people, they love differences, like they've quickly become heroes of mine. So getting to speak to them and seeing how humble they are, seeing how much like
They love each other.
they love each other, that they love me.
And
like I felt love for me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just, they're very magical people. I see why people gravitate to them, and I love that this show that means so much to all of us is being kept alive by them. They're very great.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, really quick. Favorite Morph's Morph? Kevin, start with you.
I'm going to say Quicksilver, because that's what's coming to mind and how it confused me.
I think it confused all of us at first. I'm not going to lie.
You know what's funny is I was watching the show with Jessie, and morphed into Juggernaut, and she was like, "Where did he come from?" I was like, "Bro, that's Morph."
Yeah, right.
It happened so quick.
Yeah.
She blinked.
Which, real quick, I just need to share this because I think it's amazing. I don't know if both of you have heard. There is a new Juggernaut who is
Kid Juggernaut.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep,
I love his
Kid
story.
Juggernaut. So Kane Marco still has his Juggernaut power that he got like through a workaround from Sidarok. But there's a new one who is supposed to have the power. It's been passed through his family, and he's queer. He's a queer teenager who's Juggernaut.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I
He
love
works in a
that they
bakery,
show, like-
and he's got a little
Yeah.
crush.
Yeah, I love that they show like strong characters can be queer. Like there's not a cookie cutter cutout for what a queer person is, and I think Kid Juggernaut is a good example of that.
You go from
Yeah.
Web Weaver to Kid Juggernaut.
Yep, that's true. Web Weaver very much like a type. Like they really leaned into the gay for Web Weaver.
They really did. I think Steve Fox is the one that he didn't make him, but he's the one that's writing him right now, and he's doing it so well.
Yeah.
And funny, he's writing 97, isn't he?
Oh yeah,
is he?
or is it Fox or Orlando?
He's
One of the
writing-
Steves. Yeah, one of the
Oh yeah,
Steves.
Steve
Fox.
Fox.
Steve Fox.
Yeah, he's writing in 97 now.
Oh, I love it.
But to answer your question, I think you already know what I'm gonna say because we're brothers. The fact that Morph changed into Magic and then Darkchild, what? That was insane.
That's
With her
right.
being on the board, hopefully we'll get more info though next year.
I was
Give me
just
those
thinking
goat
that if
legs.
she's part of the main team, maybe we'll
Thank
see like
you,
a
Veronica.
flashback episode. Yeah, with the goat legs.
Did we get goat legs? I want goat legs.
Yeah, right.
My last one was just going to be your favorite cameo of the season. Not a Morph's Morph.
I've
But a
got
cameo. I have to think of all of them that happened. I'm gonna say, well, for me it's Spider-Man because I love me my Peter Parker, and he was in there twice.
Yes. Technically 3 times, wasn't he? Him and MJ were
Was
in
it 3?
twice, and then he was in the suit once, I believe.
Yeah, the suit.
Because
Where's
him and MJ in once, and then her and MJ, and then Flash in the background, and then him in the suit.
Oh, you're right. He was in the was he in the TV or something? Where was the second MJ one?
There was, because it was, I thought that it was first him and MJ alone, like in a scene, like maybe watching the
like
TV,
walking
and
past?
then the next one was him, MJ, and then Flash came walking around with his bag.
Okay. Oh yeah. So it's
Maybe,
just
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well, then
Well,
technically,
more than one.
It may be 4 because I think it was Cyclops is Waiting for Me who pointed it out. But if you look really closely and remember it, when we're inside the building where we see Archangel, there is someone who looks strangely just like Peter Parker in that pink shirt he always wears in Spider-Man. So that one's never confirmed, but it does look a lot like him. So I will give it to them.
Maybe he was taking pictures of the event.
Oh my God. Jonah would send them. Jonah would send them.
But my favorite cameo, speaking of Remember It, I love this character so much. I've talked about how much I love her. Megan Gwen, Pixie. I was so excited to see her. I wish we got to see more like action from her, like her fighting and using her soul sword, stuff like that. But hey, there's still confirmed 2 more seasons coming out and maybe more. So we'll see.
Exactly. And I don't like how people are like, well, these people shouldn't be in it. They weren't in the comics or whatever. If you think about the age that Jubilee is, and then you think about the age that the Young Mutants are, they should be like 12. You know, like the Young Mutants should be like the young X-Academy kids. They should be 12. The only reason that they wind up being the same age is because Jubilee was a vampire for like 2 or 3 years.
True.
So she didn't age, and now they would be,
Yeah.
I guess they would be like 14, 15 or something, you know, like the young Academy kids. So they would still be there. They just weren't in the comics.
Yeah. I get tired of people wanting comic accuracy because, like, I mean, they're already mixing things from, you know, all the way in 2001 is when the Wild Sentinel showed up, but we're also covering Life Death from like 80, I don't remember, 83? Was it that early? I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're throwing in stuff from all over, and it's just for funsies, and
It's a blend. You guys accept
it
this
doesn't
story.
feel as random to me as like in X-Men 3. Like some of the mutants they threw into that, I was like, why are they here? Like, they don't even make sense. Why is Fat in this?
Yes, thank you.
Are you looking up Life Death?
I
think
am,
I'm gonna
but it's
say
of course the only thing that's coming up. 86.
86. Yeah, I just found it too. So I was 1 year off. I said 87.
The year before I was born.
Oh. All right. Well,
We
this
were
has
gracing
been
this earth
fun.
for a little bit.
Just to get to take out our penises and touch our tips and talk X-Men. This has been great.
Yeah.
I would rather do it with no other two guys.
Oh,
Woohoo.
Yeah.
bitch.
I love comicking all over with you guys. No.
All over the
Oh,
window.
yes. Necrocomiconing all over the window.
Yes. Necrocomic-Con. Ryan, where can people find you and your
You guys
beautiful
can find me.
married face?
Oh yeah, just got married on May 4th. You can find some probably wedding photos on there on Instagram at Ryan Eorio. That's RYEORIO on Instagram. And or just find me in the Solving for Us comments because I am there quite a bit.
Are in my family photo album.
Yes.
Hey, brother.
On the birth
broski.
certificate that Shawn and I share.
Kevin, where can we find you?
Sure, yeah, you can follow my personal Instagram, KJEEZY87. Yeah, things are happening there. And then the other podcast I do, Words of the Witches. We just finished the musical. I want to do a few after the music, behind the scenes musical kind of conversations. And then we'll be starting season 3, going over the guidebook. So all that's on the horizon.
Nice.
Ooh,
And if you
congrats
listen to both
on
of our-
finishing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you listen to both of our shows, you already know the secret's out. I'm going to be there with you because we left it on a cliffhanger, not saying if I was coming
we
back
did.
or not.
I know.
Yep.
It's like surprise. So people who listen to this show will get an extra perk.
Yep. Speaking of this show, Kevin and I, like we said last week, we will be taking a break. We will be out of your ears until June 21st, when we'll come back and continue the movies. We have 3 more movies to cover, plus Deadpool and Wolverine. You can expect one more episode before we're done, though, this Saturday. So tomorrow, you can expect X-Men 97, the comic book, number 3. Yay!
Yeah.
Woo! Woo! All right. Thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow, and then never again for 3 weeks.
Thank you guys so much for letting me be on once again. I love
Yeah.
doing this with you guys. You guys are the absolute best.
Oh,
Well,
stop
thank you.
it.
Yeah, we always love it.
Yeah.
Yay!